Chet? Hey neighbors, welcome to the Shed Shop. In this edition of My Life is Still a Nightmare, as usual. I have in my hand here an old homelite Super Easy Auto. Not a bad chainsaw. It's in decent condition. It was really dirty. Needs a new sprocket for sure. I rebuilt the carburetor with an OEM K10 HDC, I think it was, Walbro carburetor kit. I've got the muffler in the ultrasonic. I've spent about 3 or 4 hours working on this saw, and then I proceeded to fill my tank with gasoline. And wouldn't you know it, neighbors, I'll give you an info card right here so you can see the little short before I patched it. Because I just patched it, I had a tiny little hole in the bottom of my fuel tank that I didn't even notice. That's really unfortunate. All I wanted to do was see if the saw ran, because I want to sell it to somebody that's going to do something with it instead of having it hang on a hook in my shop and waste away. This saw deserves to be with somebody that's going to love it and nurture it and beat the hell out of it cutting some wood potentially. Or maybe completely refurbish it or restore it. But unfortunately, we can't find out if it's running until tomorrow. But we can find out if it will run a little bit. So we're going to pour some gasolina into our carburetor and see if this sumbitch will fire off. Okay, it's not going to run for very long, but I'm just kind of curious if it's going to run at all. The muffler is off. Yes, you can start a chainsaw with the muffler off. I don't recommend it, but we're only going to run it for a couple seconds. So, let's get our little bit of gasolina. Let's pour it down into the venturi of our carburetor, and let's see if this sumbitch will run. Just a little bit here, not too much. Okay, there we are. I am going to put my choke on, but I'm not going to pull my trigger down. Oh shit. That's some bit stronger than I thought. Okay, she popped off. Let's turn our choke off. Cool, she does run. And that caused the stink bugs to fall from the ceiling, actually. So, we're going to let that dry overnight. I just did a real simple patch because I want to see if the saw will run and idle. That way, the person that buys it knows at least you have a good motor and you got some real good guts to work with. And then they can either JB weld this a little better, or this might hold itself. I don't know. I didn't try very hard because I'm frustrated. But the saw needs a good home. So if you're watching this video, you have either clicked on a link on the marketplace ad that has this for sale, or the eBay listing that has this for sale, possibly an auction. And if you're a regular here, you already know I'm crazy. I'm tired, neighbors. I just lost my train of thought. If you're new, I have a brain injury. That happens a lot. Oh, if you're watching this and you didn't come here by a link and you want to buy this chainsaw, we don't need a lot of money for this one. We didn't pay very much for it. We paid a fair price for it. It's not like our refurbished saws where we want top of market. All you got to do is make me a fair offer. Okay? Here's your info. Here's my hobby business. Here's me. Here's my phone number. Here's my email. Here's where we are right now. Here's some of the shit I do. Here's my address. Please don't come shoot up my house. There's a little bit closer view for you neighbors, okay? SmallEngineRedemption@gmail.com, or leave a comment down below. That's gonna be it, neighbors. Until next time, be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. Chainsaw Redeemer's luck is so shitty, he didn't notice a pinhole in his gas tank of his homelite Super Easy Auto chainsaw that we know at least starts. Love all 8 billion of you. Or do I really? I don't know. I just know that Jesus said some beautiful shit about love thy neighbor. So, I love you neighbors, even though I suck at it. Until next time, #persevere.